Yeah. Can we talk about risk real quick?
100%.
Yeah. So what people get risk completely wrong. So a lot of the times, the people that are talking most about risk are people that are in their 20s and 30s with really low expenses for the most part. And my advice to anybody in their 20s or 30s is the biggest risk that you can take is taking no risk.
That's great.
Period.
Yeah.
And so we're in a really interesting point in the economy today in 2025 where risk in 2005 is completely different than risk in 2025. So all of us were raised to have this certain definition of risk, right? Which is you go get a stable corporate job and you work there for 40 years, you move your way up the chain, you become, manager, VP, all this stuff. You go buy yourself a BMW, get yourself a house with a yard, a dog, 2.5 kids. Maybe one of them's an accident, So like how many kids you want? Two in an accident. Right? And so that was the American dream before. And so risk was investing. Risk was buying a business or starting a business or buying real estate. Now, I'd actually argue that the inverse is true. To where today I'm seeing people person after person after person get fired from these jobs that they've been at, stuck for 10 years that are making $100,000-$300,000 a year. They don't have the side hustle. They don't have the investment. They don't have the commercial real estate to fall back on. Yeah. And now they're screwed. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like employment is literally signing on the dotted line a contract that says, I am going to give you, Mr. Corporation, time away from my friends, my family, myself, my relationship in order for security. That is a job employment contract, is you are signing your life away for security. And the minute that stopped being true and you stopped having that security was the moment that people needed to wake up and realize this relationship that they've had with risk needed to be completely changed. So now it's like I've seen so many people do exactly what you just said. And they're like, okay, this feels scary, but I'm going to go out and make that leap and take a little bit of risk. And then, get some portfolio, get some equity, get some cash flow. Yeah. And then when that day came, they were able to make either they were fired and they were able to be good and say, I'm going all into my dream now. Or they got to a position where they hated their job so much that they had the option to say, F you. And F you is the most important position that you can be in. Because a lot of people are working a good enough job, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're not trying to quit tomorrow, but you want the ability to quit. Mm-hmm. Financial freedom isn't flipping your boss the bird. It's having the ability to flip your boss the bird. It's not buying the Ferrari. It's having the ability to buy the Ferrari. That's freedom, not debt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being in control of your situation.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you did that. There's another thing that's called Pareto's principle, which is not Pareto's principle. It's Parkinson's law. So the amount of work that you have expands. Yeah. The amount of time that you have to complete work expands to fill the time allotted, right? Mm-hmm. So we give ourselves these goals that are like, I'm going to be financially free in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. But if you just condense that time frame and you say, no, I'm going to be financially free this year, then you completely change everything. Every single goal that you have shifts and all your actions shift, and you'll see that you'll actually pull it off. So because you set the deadline, that's what made things happen.
Yeah.
Deadlines yield decisions.
100%. 100%. Because I'd actually set a goal to myself thinking like, I want to get to like 5K and by the time I'm 30.
And how old were you at the time?
I was about to turn 30.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay. In the deal, if I signed the deal and we found a tenant, it would put me about at that. And if we didn't, I would be.
Did you find the tenant?
We did.
We found it. They have 5K?
About, yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, cool. It's crazy. The fastest way to know that, how do I want to phrase this? Everyone says that I'm not ready, right? And the fastest way to know that you're ready is when you say you're not.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you figure it out.
Yeah.
Everything in life is figure outable. And if you're doing something that's not figure outable, change the thing. Don't be Elon Musk trying to catch a rocket with chopsticks. Like we're buying residential and commercial real estate. And we're buying freaking laundromats and cash flow and small businesses, guys. Like millions of people have done this before.
People say the same thing with kids too. They're like, you're never be ready for kids. And it's like,
you're never going to be ready for
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Cool. So you just rock and roll.
Yeah, that's awesome.